Hey, we've come to South Coast Group 7 Rugby League headquarters to catch up with the boss of the Dropkicks of South Coast Group 7 football, Jim McAuliffe. Let's go get him. Oh. Jimmy!
Hello, gents. I thought this might happen to me early in the year.
So here at Group 7 Rugby League headquarters with Jim McAuliffe, the General Manager. Now, Jim, 2012, big season. A couple of the clubs, let's go through a couple of them. Last year's premiers, Werrilla Lake South Gorillas. How are they looking for 2012?
I think they'll be fine, Adam. Yeah, I think it's... I lost a couple of players to Illawarra. I hit it, Nick Lazarevsky, who actually gone to play in the Illawarra competition. But knowing the strength and depth the club has, I think they'll be equally as strong this year as they were last year.
Last year, it was the closest competition that we've had in Group 7 in ages. Do you reckon it'll probably be the same again this year?
I can't say it won't be any different. I think Albion Park have certainly strengthened. Gerring lost a few but gained a few. We'll all be up there at the top of the competition. I think it will be equally as strong. I think Kiama will be stronger. I think Jamboree recruiting some players from the Highlands will also be stronger. So yeah, I anticipate it'll be much the same as last year.
Now also last year's grand finalists, they lost in a big way. Gerringong, how are they looking for 2012? Obviously, the big talking point for the off-season has been the Jarrett boys. Where are they going? Were they off to Nowra? Are they off to Rugby? Are they off to Milton? Where have they ended up now for 2012?
They're at Albion Park Flats, actually. Big loss for Gerringong, wonderful footballers and two young blokes. They'll be a great asset to Albion Park, and a big loss to Gerringong. But Gerringong, on the positive side of... had the return of Brad Davidson from Shell Harbour, a local junior. Brad's come back to play with his hometown club, and Gerringong will be much stronger for that.
Now, mate, you did just mention a lot of the players that are coming, a lot of players that are going. Now, is there anyone coming up from the junior ranks that you really want to watch out for this season that'll really put in a good effort?
Without singling anyone out, the under-16s competition was very strong last year, so coming into the 18s, I think we'll see a strong under-18 competition. What surprised me, Rick, last year was the quality of the kids coming out of 18s and then making it in first grade. Not only doing it in first grade, but actually going very well in first grade. The kids seem to be bigger and stronger, they're maturing a lot quicker, and I think we'll see us a few surprise packets of kids actually playing first grade who played 18s last year.
And another one, Jim, unfortunate news that Bay and Basin won't be taking part in the comp this year, but the other new guys back into the comp again, the Nowra Bombardary amalgamation, seems to be working well at the moment. How do you think they'll go for 2012? They've got new coach, they've got new plans for 2012, so how do you think they'll have a run?
Yeah, look, it'll be an interesting year for Nowra Bombardary. They've worked very hard to get the club back on track. New name, new strip, new committee. Numbers at training have been up and down. They've lost their under-18s, which is a real pity after those kids stuck fast all last year. But the weather hasn't helped that nearly in the season in terms of training. But I was talking to Chris Quinlan last night, in fact, the coach, and he's pretty positive about the whole situation. He just needs a few more first graders to strengthen the club. But yeah, I'm hopeful. They've got a trial coming up against. Who are they playing? Berry, actually, on this coming Saturday, so that'll be able to run line through them then, I guess, as to how they're going to fare.
All right, now I'm going to put you on the spot here, Jimmy. You've got to choose A, the premiership winner this early on in the season, and B, who's going to win Player of the Year. I mean, Stoney from Milton Ulladulla last year, he took it out, and he's always there or thereabouts. But your tips, premiership and Player of the Year.
Rick Straney's been doing this to me for 12 months, and I won't answer questions like that. I don't tip. In my position, I can't tip. And in terms of Player of the Year, look, there's a number of them, probably 10 I can name that could possibly win the Player of the Year. The referees choose that, and generally not too far away from what the general critics would pick as well. So I won't single anyone out, because if I do, I'll probably offend somebody else. But yeah, I think the clubs that were thereabouts last year will be thereabouts this year, and the players the same.
Mate, you can't tip, but I will. Werrilla Gorillas back-to-back, and Lincoln Hutchinson as the Player of the Year.
Well, you could be right. I'm sure Donny Kane from Werrilla will be pleased with that, and Lincoln even more pleased.
Jim, thanks so much. It's great to come to the home of Group 7 Rugby League, and it's a great little place. Thanks very much for your time, and we look forward to many more chats throughout the year.
Thank you, Adam, and thanks to 2ST, wonderful supporters of Group 7 Rugby League, and we sincerely appreciate the support.